The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 140, Nasdaq's up 29, S&Ps are up 12, gold is up 280 at 1,068. We have silver up 4 cents, $14.09. You got copper up 2 pennies at 206 a pound. Light sweet crude up 22 cents at 41.88. And the bonds, they just won't stop, man. The 10 years up 11 ticks, 127.12. The 30, even from the update, Tom, it was up about 26 ticks when I did the update. Now it's up a point and 7 ticks at 156.20. And good old King Doll is down 386 at 99.83.
We were talking about those bonds, supply and demand, yesterday.
We were.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's going to be... So the Fed meeting, folks, is December 16th. The announcement, it's a one-day meeting. The announcement will be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I guess the wild card here is that the rates they're talking about are the short-term rates. Okay, so it's bank-to-bank lending, really. But factually, or, you know, I guess...
I know. I'm not sure factually is the word you might be looking for.
Yeah,
about where you're
but
about to go.
well, book theory-wise, every time that every time the short-term rate has gone up, your 10-year has gone up, and the mortgage rates have gone up.
Right. Well, everything factually is correlated, to put it. I mean.
Yeah. But that's I'm just saying.
Right.
So
I agree with you. You're right. Factually is, if that's where you were going. I didn't know where you were going.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
But what's going on right now is that the 10-year...
Here it comes.
Well, no, the 10-year and the 30-year is going down.
Right. No,
and, you know, I mean, it looks like the odds are that they're going to basically raise the rates. Now, Goldman Sachs came out this morning.
Looking at that only.
No, not looking at that. No, when I say the odds, the Fed funds, there's a different trading vehicle, the Fed funds rate. They're banking 70%. They're betting on it that they're going to raise it by 0.25%.
Oh, right. Yes. The market's anticipating that rates are going up.
Right.
For sure.
Now, Goldman Sachs comes out this morning, and the analysts at Goldman Sachs, right? So the debate has been, well, yes, they're going to go up, but then they're going to go up slowly. He comes out this morning. His take on it is that, no, they're going to go up every single meeting. Quarter point. That's heavy, man.
Yeah, no, and people should be thinking about that, because I would agree with that, or at least that it should be in your realm, and should be very cognizant that that's possible.
I gotta find out how old he is, because inside the deal too, he's talking about that there's a whole generation that never seen rates go up.
Yeah, I'm saying that to you.
Right.
That's my generation.
Right.
I don't know, and not even seeing them up. I don't know anything other than almost zero.
Yeah. Yeah, because the last 9 years have been zero.
Yeah, now that takes me from literally almost when I graduated college, which is probably the first time you start paying attention to rates.
Yeah,
and not even when you graduate college. It's literally 25. You start buying a car. You start leasing a car. You know, it's not even 22. It's literally the last 10 years of my life, from 25 to 35. That's all.
Which is the time. That's just when you're getting into the whole mix.
Yeah,
it's pretty intense, man. Wild. You know, you get a pop in the market out here today. You know, we'll see whether it can hold. They're hammering the dollar pretty good. So
what happened overnight when I happened to be up and I saw gold alone spiked about 1%, up to 10, 12 bucks?
Let's pull it up, because I really don't know.
I couldn't really find it.
And I heard
an article on CNBC that you know, they were overnight. I was looking at it it was about midnight, 12:30. I was up just.
Well, there was definitely...
Pulled back most of it, but it was a good pop.
No, it was a good pop. And what you also had happen was last night at the close, folks, inside the NDX 100, what you also had is the NDX 100 was down like 15 ticks, which is not a big deal, but it was down. Well, right into the close, it ended up being down 3 ticks. I'm saying to myself, this is weird. Yeah. You know? But you see that happen. You just don't know.
In the den, they're saying weak China data, and that's what, you know, the time that it was like right I think it was like right at 8 o'clock. It looked like
yeah, you can see it. I got it up now, and that was it. Now
so
this is what's cool.
10 o'clock, right on the dot. I knew it was.
Yeah.
You know, I just not that I.
What's cool here? Yeah, that's at 2,100 hours. So
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
no, you're looking at the end of it though, right?
Yeah.
Where's the beginning of
it
that?
went. That's.
What time is that?
That starts at 10. That's 8:20.
Okay.
8:20 to 10 o'clock. It moved, right? Yeah.
Well, not 8:20 to like 9 o'clock.
Okay, to 9. So here, so check this out. So this is pretty cool because this is good because that spike with volume is not on the way down. So all this actually did, folks, is that it came back to where it broke topside from. It did have lighter volume, and then right here. So check this out. This is going to be dynamite. That spike right there at 10 o'clock has volume in it again. So you get a buyer again. 4,500 contracts. You know, so that's encouraging.
So I tell you, let's stay. I'll show you. So I wrote something for Nadex
cool.
this morning that came out, and it talks about gold. And what's interesting, so it talks about stops.
Yeah.
And you can find this. I'm going to pull it up on TFNN. It's right under our breaking news. So we put it using stops to trade binary options.
Okay.
And so it talks about gold. So this was last night. I pulled up the binary market on gold for the weekly options.
Yeah.
And so I'll write something a couple times a week, and this is some good information that Nadex has with binaryoptions.nadex, and so they have a bunch of articles. So this one I pulled up, weekly options, let me just expand this, on gold at 4 o'clock yesterday.
Okay.
And these are binary options. So here's your chart. Let me just zoom in so we can see it.
Yeah.
We'll put it up here. Okay, so it's about 4 o'clock. It's 4:04 yesterday.
Right.
Here are our strike prices, okay? So binary options. You can pick any of your strike price.
Yep.
We were trading at about 1064, close of 4 o'clock yesterday.
Right.
And of course, you have going down, you have going up. So what I wanted to illustrate, I started talking about, now binary options, and I'll often say to you that weekly options I really like because maybe you don't have to trade them. You know, maybe that is your stop, right? So that's great when, now I like that especially if I'm doing an out of the money. You know, maybe you're going for a close above 1075. Now this was 4 o'clock. I had no idea, and what was
and this
cool,
is on a Monday. Okay.
This is yesterday.
Right,
so this was before the overnight pop that we were looking at.
Yeah.
So you're saying, okay, you can go either way. You know, you can go out of the money, where you can pull it up, and maybe you're going for a strike price above where the market's currently trading at. You can buy that at 31. You can buy it at 1750, depending where you're looking for.
Yeah.
Or you can go in the money. You know, you can say to yourself, maybe by the end of the week, you think it's going to just close over the 1055.50.
Right.
Okay, you got about eight, almost 9 points of premium there. So what I started going over was, most of the time, let's just look at this 1055.50.
Okay.
Okay. So most of the time, people look at binary options and they say to themselves, you can buy it for 71.
Yep.
So your risk is 71.
Okay.
You have a max profit of 29.
Yes.
Because if it expires in the money, you're going to get 100.
Right.
Okay, so you're risking 71 to make 29.
Yeah.
You're risking about almost 250 to make $1. Okay. So if you just kept the parameters like that, you'd have to be successful 5 out of about every 7 times, and that's barely breaking even. That's just barely over, and probably when you factor in commissions, you're probably breaking even 5 out of 7.
250 to $1.
Okay. So what you look at though is that that's if it closes above. Now your plan is that it's going to be above this level. So if it retraces to this level, like we talk about, maybe your trading plan isn't going as you thought, right? So you reevaluate. So what if you combine a stop? Okay. So what if it reached that strike price, you said, I'm going to exit that position. Okay. Okay. Now, when it reaches a strike price, it's going to be trading about 50. Right. All right. Now you can see there's about a $6 bid-ask premium in these these options. Yes. So let's say if it were to retrace down to 1055.50, okay, you're going to be at about 50, give or take. It's going to be about 47 by 53. Yeah. Okay. So let's say, factoring in the spread, not even playing games, that you put your stop at 47. Yeah. Okay. 47 off of 71, you'd be risking $24. Okay. So now you're risking $24. With a max profit of 29. Wow. All of a sudden, you're risking 83 cents for every $1 in profit. And you can see that the trading methodology that, like, I look at already, if you were to purchase this binary option at 1055.50, and the market were to, let's say, retrace 10 points as opposed to popping 10 points, I would already not be panicking, but I would be saying to myself, this isn't going what I think it's going to go. Right. So you can see how adding a stop and the way I wrote what I wrote, and you can check it out again, it's under breaking news, is that really I look at this when it's in the money. Right. Because, you know, when you're putting up 2.5, 3.5 times to 1, that's when you really want to look at, is this a strategy that I'm willing to risk 3 to 4 times what I'm willing to make, because if it is, you just need to be successful that often. And you can do that. But another way to look at these in the same way, and even writing it myself, it kind of opened my eyes as I drilled down the math, and I said, it's really cool that I could just be successful 1 out of 2 times.
That's amazing.
Be massively profitable. And you have about 9 points in premium.
Right.
Now, I woke up, and that's why I checked it at midnight, of course. So I had written everything, and I said, I wonder how it's doing, Okay. I said, it's up $10. How cool is that? That's even better.
That's amazing,
and of course,
man.
it's back down 10. But just looking at that, and that's a real stop. That's no playing games with it'll be at 50. That's providing the bid-ask spread, 47 by 53, if gold comes back down there. And
You know what's cool too, man, is that the aspect of where we are right now. I mean, you're at lows.
Yeah.
I mean, so
and that's
it's
what I was looking at. I said this is a nice trade, and that you have 10 points. Now you have all week. You had 4 days. So it's a lot of time.
Right.
But you have 10 points in premium, and I said to myself, I don't know if I would feel comfortable risking 71 to make the 29 for the 4 days.
I love the...
But I'm definitely comfortable risking 24.
Yeah, for sure.
And you still have the same 10-point premium.
Right.
Now, the other way to say that is that if you're willing to let it ride and no stop, of course, it can oscillate all over the place. And we talk about the benefit of that as well. You have your stop, you have defined risk. No matter what, I can't lose more than $71. Right. But if you have some time, check it out. It's just a good article. It makes you risk-reward. And that's what I kind of talk about is, and I always say it to you, risk-reward, context. I bring up, somebody can say, I win 50% of the time. I make trades. Well, tell me what you're risking and because that stat means nothing.
Right. So. No, that's a fact. Awesome, man. Right into breaking news, folks, at TFNN. It's a beautiful thing. This is Tommy O'Brien. Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back, and you have the Dow up 61, Nasdaq's up 14, S&P's are up 7, and guess what? See ya. Don't want to be ya. There goes the market. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien. Tom O'Brien, we appreciate you growling a problem with us out here. And you talk about a fast downtick in the market. And you know what's amazing? So if we go over to the bonds again, you know, these bonds, man, they blow my mind how they went up before the market went down, they stayed up, and it's like, how does that work? You know what I mean? It's like, man.
Just visually, just seeing charts like that, it was always, I mean, just like the same one with the market right now. You know, I mean, they just speak, no pun intended, volumes.
They do, man. They do. And, you know, if we go over to the mini S&Ps, you go over to the NASDAQ, I mean, they hit this thing, and they hit this thing hard. You know, they never made it to the highs of the 26th.
Pretty close.
Yeah, 2098. Oh, yeah, as close as you can get, I guess.
Where is it?
2097.25.
Okay, I was like, just visually, I was like,
yeah,
oh, it's pretty close.
Right. And then you come off that, and guess what? You're right where we started from. And, you know, when you do something like that, and the market has been open for a half hour, you're going to get more selling pressure, particularly coming into the close today, because there's always plenty of day traders out there. You know, and when I say day traders, I'm talking about big funds also. They're buying. They say, oh, this is good. We're off to the races. Buy, buy, buy. And guess what? They're going to unload something by the end of the day, because it's like, okay, I'm not going to get caught in this trap here.
It's just such a big move. I mean, it's so quick.
It's a huge
we're used to such quick moves, but you're talking about 10 to 15 S&P points, which is between 0.5% and 0.75% in the span of mere minutes.
Yeah.
Just amazing how the markets move like 1%, like it's nothing.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we go over and we take a look at the DAX in Germany, the DAX right now, that is giving it up also. So the DAX is important because what the DAX has done is this. The DAX was just getting up. It got over where the three black crows were. The three black crows start right there on the, right there actually, 19th. So 10,976, you're at 11,280. You know, so, and that was the only one that actually, well, not the only one, but I'm talking about if we talk about our own markets. Yeah, right. And we had a question about the three black crows in general, is that when they would get negated, what would happen is that you'd have to get up into the highs. The cash S&P would have to go like to 2132. The beginning of the downdraft started at 2103.
So can you go over the black crows and just fully explain what you talk about? Because you talk about it so often.
I do.
And I feel like people don't get a full explanation of what you mean when you say black crows are in place.
Absolutely. Okay, so what three black crows are is this. It's a candlestick charting term. And they are laid out, the way that they're laid out here is that they're laid out on August 20th. That's when the S&P went from 2076 to 2035. On the 21st, that's when the S&P went from 2034 to 1970, and then on the lows of 24th, which is 1965 to 1867.
Sure.
So what three black crows are is this, is that they are approximately the same length
Okay.
that you go down three times in a row.
Okay.
And it's important that the three black crows have to come after a large uptrend. Okay, which we had. So if we bring this back, you get a large uptrend.
Definitely.
Now, what ends up happening with these, right, is that what I've found in the course of years is they love to get retested.
Okay.
And the thing that's crazy is that, oh my God, it's like these things are always so devastating on the way down. It's like, how can they get retested? You don't feel like you ever can go back. And I've seen them get retested like 3 months later. Now, this one's a very quick retest.
Yeah.
So we go from the price point on the cash of $18.67. You go back up to $21.16. Now, what's really cool here is this, and this is what one of the listeners called up about, is that when we came off this high, we have another 3 black crows, small ones, but it's the same thing that generated again on the 11th.
I do.
On the 7th, on the 12th, and on the 13th. It's like, oh my God. Okay. So now, what do they mean in the long run? Well, if in fact they are 3 black crows, we're going to see 2 different things. You'll see that we'll get down to the bottom again, but if they are, the probability is much higher that you have more than a correction going on. It's a very big downdraft.
Sure.
And one of the books that are great out there, Steve Nissen's book, and
Talking Candlesticks.
Yeah, exactly. And you can just Google it, okay? Because they're really cool, folks, and they're very unusual. You don't see a lot of them. I bet in the course of 10 years, I've seen maybe 5 of them. And
it's a huge move. Right?
It's a huge move, and it doesn't mean that the way that they don't work is that you go over those highs. You go over those highs and see you later, man. That market's gone. You know what I mean?
And that makes sense intuitively as well.
Yeah. It's we
talk about supply and demand, right? If there's demand over those highs, then the market's not crumbling.
You're off to the races. Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow is up 86 right now. Nasdaq's up 18. S&Ps are up 9.5. Don't forget, right in the front page of TFNN, you're going to see Tom's article on the binary options. We're going to be right back, folks.
It's true. Life is all about choices. At Everbank, they're making it easy for you to make a smart one with this special cash offer. Open a new yield pledge money market account with funds from another financial institution, or deposit new funds into an existing yield pledge money market account, and you could earn up to a $500 cash reward. And if you're opening a new account, you'll also get their new higher 6-month bonus interest rate, along with their yield pledge promise that ensures your yield will always be in the top 5% of competitive accounts at banks nationwide. Open a new account or add to one. It's your choice. To qualify, you must meet balance and other limited time offer requirements. Go to everbank.com/TFNN for details and deposit options, or speak with one of their banking specialists at 1-855-750-4051 for more information. You must act by December 31st, 2015 to be eligible. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 73, Nasdaq's up 14, S&Ps are up 7.5. And, you know, we take a look at the equities that are up versus they're down. You know, even with the markets up, the poster child out here today, I'd pick out Cummings. So Cummings, you know, we got a bunch of them that are down, actually. But Bluebird Bio, that's a biotech, that's down 7%, $6. Cummings is down 6.3%. $6.40. And when you take a look, you know, this is the amazing part to me. Just every day, this is an equity. This is a huge manufacturer of diesels. You know, diesel trucks. You're at $93, right? But that's not the big deal. The big deal is that when you take a look at this, like it's like, okay, what's wrong with the trucking industry? You know, and it's like, man, we've just gone from $161. In June of 2014, you know, down to 93.
Sure.
You know, you take this and it wants to go after, it looks like it wants to go after that August 2011 swing point.
Yeah, we're not too far at this point.
We're not. Now, that swing point's important because what has happened is this. First, we were going after the October 2014 swing point on all the indices.
Okay.
We hit that on the August downdraft, right?
Okay.
Well, what seems to be happening is that many of these equities that they're pulling up now, this is with the next place that has high volume. All the indices have it too, but that's a long way down for the indices.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right, big time.
When you're looking at the indices, that's a long way down. But these stocks have been hitting them.
Can you pull up one of the indices just to show? I mean,
just to
I
show
know it is.
How far? It's sick. Because watch, if I pull up the S&P in the August of 2011, yeah. So there's.
Keep going.
Yeah,
keep
oh
going.
my God.
That's what, yeah, keep going. You're in 2012 there. It's the bottom right there.
Yeah, there it is right there. That's 1122.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50%.
That's intense.
Yeah.
You know, and
Right.
but you got to pay attention to it because you're talking that equity there takes in that's 18 CMI.
Commons.
Yeah. $18 billion a year. So we're not talking penny stocks here that just get blown up.
Right.
You know, you're talking major equities that, you know, are coming down and coming down very fast, you know. So pretty amazing. So we have a Salvation Army Tiger Dollar sale.
Launched it yesterday.
Yeah.
So everyone can get a 25% bonus on whatever they spend. And depending if you give if you purchase under $1,000, 5% of whatever you give will be donated in your name to the Salvation Army.
Right.
Your purchase price, 5%. Anything over $1,000, and 10% of whatever you spend donated to the Salvation Army in your name. And you get the 25% bonus. Normally we do 10 to 20% bonuses year-wide.
Right.
You need to spend $1,500 to achieve that 20% bonus. With this promotion, you could spend $500 get a 25% bonus and have 5% of that donated to the Salvation Army. So we'll run it for a couple weeks. I think the deadline is December 21st, and on this one, it's a hard deadline because we got to take that, we got to get everybody's name, that donations to them. We give them the list, and we donate to them, and we'll get it to them before Christmas. That's the plan.
You know, it's really cool. You know, Salvation Army itself, folks, is dynamite because what does happen with a lot of charities as to how much money goes to the administration versus it goes to the people. And you know, the first time that we called these guys up, and we told them what we wanted to do, this is great. But they were so accommodating too, because we told them that we wanted to send them all the names and then send out, you know, the tax-free.
That would be made in their name and so forth.
And they did. It was always awesome. It was smooth beyond belief.
That's how it should be, but it's still nice when it goes that way.
It is.
You know, for sure.
Is. And so what you can expect is that you'll basically at your house they'll send you the tax.
I mean, we send them a spreadsheet basically that has each person's name with their donation. I mean, it's made in their name, so they'll get something in return with, and I think we give them their address, same deal, so that they can send them back that receipt.
Write it off into taxes, even if it's $25-50.
And then Basil Chapman, he'll be up next Thursday. So Elliott Wave. Now this is Elliott Wave V. This is Roman numerals though, so it's an Elliott Wave 5. That's what he's looking at. And so he's looking at the wave patterns. That obviously goes somewhat. He looks at the Elliott Wave a lot with the Chapman Wave and how that ties in. But I mean, he's looking at those waves that we're climbing back up as you're talking about. So you can get a free trial to his newsletter, 30 days. Get his newsletter for 30 days. Every single day it comes out, market days, and then next Thursday you attend the workshop.
December 10th.
Yes.
Can't even believe it's December 1st, man. December 10th. Man. Oh my
Christmas,
God.
New Year's, coming.
It's here.
Coming.
It's here. Unbelievable. So markets, it took the first hit on the way down. Let's see what kind of climb we have coming back up here. Well, actually, let's go look inside the Dow at first. So inside the Dow Industrials, the strength out here is Boeing. Boeing's up $2.91. Pfizer's up 61. Merck is up 82, and UNH is up 179. Taken away from it is that you have Caterpillar down 80 cents, ExxonMobil's off 30, DuPont's down 21, and Apple's down 8. Inside the NDX, let's see what we have happening out here. So inside the NDX, this is interesting. Win is up $4, and the Macau China numbers come out this morning. This is pretty cool, actually. And November was down an additional 27%
I think it was
something.
like 32% year on year.
So
let's gambling revenue.
We got to look at Win, man, because that's divergence.
That is divergence.
Yeah, I like that. Here,
something's going on with Win.
Well, it's like, okay, man, are you going to try to make a bottom here? It's a consolidation. It's not. It's hard to tell, man.
And this is, again, we talk about, when I was talking about the Nadex deal, well, it's all, what are you expecting? What are you risking? As in, the market might have already priced that in. We've talked about
which
numbers are down big time. So
they've gone from 247.
That's what I'm saying. So, okay, so revenue is down 32%, right? What was expected? That's all that matters,
And how much more can it go down?
Right.
Because look at that, man. Yeah, see, that has a high volume swing at 77. We're gonna start looking at that, man. That could, now when you get destruction this bad, folks, this will take a year and a half, 2 years. You're talking a long-term base, man, because you're talking about shareholders that are wiped out.
Yes.
This is pretty intense. You can go back to, my God, 2006. It's pretty intense. Let's see what else is happening inside the NDX. You got, is that American Airlines? Yeah, American Airlines is up $1.24. Liberty's up 97, and Micron Tech's up 40. Now, taken away from it, you have INCY, that's a biotech. Baidu is down 550, and PayPal is down 58.
I was just PayPal. Is that? I was reading an article today about Apple. They're going to be getting into the peer-to-peer payment.
Okay.
And they were even talking about how it's really not a lucrative business to get in, especially when you talk about like you and me and friends.
Yes.
Where you can just send money.
It isn't.
It is not profitable. Right. But what Apple's going to do is they're going to use it as a way to bring people into their Apple Pay ecosystem.
Okay.
And of course, that's where they can make some money.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
Again, you wouldn't want to be competing with Apple.
No. There's no doubt. The intriguing part is that right now, even with Christmas, it can't catch a bid. So it's going to be interesting, seeing, okay,
And they had some good press coming out of Black Friday, Cyber Monday with, watches being
stores
sold. Right.
Yeah, they said stores were selling them like crazy, man.
And Target, I think, had some good deals with the iWatch. They were pushing it out. They were.
Yeah. The dollar, let's go take a look at that dollar, because that dollar, it's off. Yeah, it's still not. It's gonna need more juice to break it. Oh, there it is though. Okay, so hey, check it out. Okay, write that down. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so that dollar, this could get at 10 o'clock when the ISM number come out. That's what kind of pushed that thing around. That dollar went down too. So we're still at 17,000. But if at the end of the day, if that's like 32,000. That would be saying that it'd be the third time you're coming off that high with volume. And that would bring your probability higher that, guess what, this thing just might be coming off the highs. The thing that's crazy, man, is that between the Fed, the bonds, and the dollar, it's like, okay, has the move been already made, or does this dollar want to go to 121? Because if that dollar wants to go to 121, man, all of us, no doubt, are going to be, you should be planning to go overseas, folks, because the dollar at 121, our dollar is going to be going a long way, There's no doubt about that.
For sure.
Yeah. Some of the gold stocks are catching a bid again. And that's even with the contract down. And what has happened is that the XAU, the HUI, that hasn't gone to a new low in the last 2 weeks, even as gold has. So that's kind of like the wind deal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Something comes out, but it's like, okay,
people aren't willing to sell those equities yet, so they must believe there's some potential there in terms of there's no sellers.
Yeah, and as one of the targets says, go to Europe. I don't think so. I go to Italy, the Amalfi Coast. Go to the Amalfi Coast, folks. Totally.
A luxury vacation.
Oh man, I'm telling you, no doubt. Let's go over and we take a look at the DAX actually I want to go look at Hang Seng last night. So if we go to okay, so you bounced last night. The Hang Seng bounced $380 last night, and that's going to be all right. We bounced on light volume. So last night we bounced on 2 billion. Then that prior night we're down with 2.9 billion. I love when you can go to different markets and then see what happens. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like, okay, because the correlation is down on volume, back up on lighter volume, and then you see it. It's like, okay, this is like really crazy that they all can act the same at certain points.
Sure, and that makes sense. It's a world economy like we talk about. It's a number of different factors as you go into, especially when you start looking at China and so forth. But in general, the world's really tied together, and most of the companies running everything are prone to a lot of different variables everywhere.
Right.
So they live and die on the same news, the same cycles.
They did. Did you see that smog in China and in Hong Kong?
No.
Oh man, it's on the front page today. There's smog. I mean, they have big problems, but this morning, man, you couldn't, from you to me, couldn't see that far.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Let's go to John in Philly. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, Tom. Hope you're doing well, sir.
We are. We're growling and prowling out here, man.
Excellent. Since you're in Florida and you have the luxury of boating 12 months out of the year, unlike myself, I thought I'd ask you to pull up Brunswick Corp. Ticker symbol BC. These people make Mercury engines and probably 20 different variety of boats.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you could do me the favor on pulling up, say, a 3-year weekly.
Okay.
And then the very long term, and answer this question. We have stalled up near the 55, 56 area repeatedly. If we fail here, where would be the level that you would think this thing would come back down to?
Let's take a look at it. So I have it up on like a 15-year deal right now. So the high that was generated in 2004 was 49.85. We did 12 million. We did 17. We took it out, so that's good. Then let me bring this back in just somewhat. Let me see. Bring it back into 10 years so I can see where we are now.
Boating industry looks good from that chart, huh?
Yeah. And you know what? What they have, what Brunswick has, folks, is that the only motors out here at this point that have a joystick, and you can dock boats, power boats beyond belief, are Mercury's. And when I say with a joystick, so what happens is this, is that when you have dual engines, right, like dual 200s, dual 250s, right? What happens is that when you're docking the boat, even whether it's a 26, 30-foot fishing boat, right? What ends up happening is that you pull in, you put one engine in reverse, one in forward, right? Well, what they have a joystick, and it's just like a big yacht. Okay. And you pull in, and you just go like this. Okay. And the engines themselves have software in it to know what you're doing. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've never done it on water. I was doing it on land at the boat show. Okay, and it was like, oh my God. Cool. Okay, John, so let's take a look here. So, what it did do is that, when it took out the high of 2005, it took it out with volume. So now you're dealing with, I would say that this thing would have to come down on volume underneath 50.03, in order to basically get to lower price, man.
And if it does so, Tom, you have such a skill of looking back 5 years, picking out weekly bars on a monthly or a weekly chart and looking at volumes underlying it. If that starts to happen, where's the obvious stopping point that you see?
Then it gets cut in half. Then it's $27. Then you're dealing with May of 2012.
May of 12, got it.
Because you can see the expansion on the way up. That's where the most volume is. It's something to keep in mind that when it does take out, and I've seen this, it would make common sense that it can take out something from 2004, but I've seen plenty of other equities that have not done it with volume, and that's when the pullback is more extensive.
You can set some nice trend lines on that uptrend too.
You can.
Look at.
You can.
Yeah.
Cooking,
Thanks
brother.
so much, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Look at this market. Dow's up 132, Nasdaq's up 33, S&Ps are up 13. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 134, Nasdaq's up 34, S&Ps are up 13, and don't forget we got a full lineup for you today. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And then we're going to go to Thinkorswim headquarters, Kevin Hinks with the option hour, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, and then Andy Hecht. So we're going to be growling and prowling out here.
Schedule.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's go to Mike in Toronto. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, that stock you called on yesterday, too, fell apart, man.
Which one?
The biotech. Was it? Yeah, that was down $6 yesterday. I was looking at that after.
Profina? It plunged, did it? Yeah. I didn't follow up on it. What happened?
Okay, here's another one. I was shot the biotechs, and it just happened to pop up. I just said, well, that was wild. Yeah. So what do you want to look at today?
Max Linear, ticker symbol MXL.
MXL. So let's take a look. They provide integrated radio frequency, analog, and mixed signal semiconductor. So it's a semiconductor chip maker, I believe. The lows 662, the highs 1775. Okay, so what are we doing here?
Strong earnings, revenues.
Yeah.
Is it sustainable? Is this a topping formation?
No,
What's your gut feeling?
It's a big ABC up. I mean, so A point is $9.16, 907 rather, from August 25th. It's in 1390. So you got what, 9? That's 4. That's almost $5, right?
Yes.
So the C is I just finished an ABC. So
not quite. If you're going off that.
17.
The low of 1278 plus 9 would be 21. So we're looking at $9 ABC.
No, I think it's 5, right? 5. So.
Sorry, you're right.
Yeah,
yes,
$5. Yeah, so it's just finishing up an ABC, Mike. Don't short this thing, man.
Where would you enter on a pullback?
Well, the pullback, it'd take a long time. It'd be the gap down there, man. It's dangerous because of that gap. You know, when you get a $13 stock with a $1.50 gap in it, you know, it'll fill. Might take a year, you know. Bottom line.
A year? It's a high volume low, right? So they would have to retest that low. Correct?
No, someone could take this over, you know. Actually, let me do this again, because I'm looking at longer term. It's actually a bigger ABC. So you got you get 625, October 2014, up to 13. You know, so 6 and
That's an already completed ABC.
625. It still is. Yeah, it's still a completed ABC. And so when they complete, normally they're going to consolidate for a while. You know, and you just need patience, man. You know, so. I wouldn't be.
Okay.
I would definitely look at where it wants to go. Okay, so here, let me just.
Yeah. Give me an upside projection.
Well, I just put this back, and it looks like it's going to run for its high, and that high there is 1950. You know, when you get up this high, when
It's
you're
going all the way back to March of 2010.
Yeah, when you're next to it, it's like, okay, that is not going to be a hard thing to do. You know.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't chase this. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And. The volatility's out here, no doubt. Let's see what kind of a retracement we just did. So intraday.
That'll be quite a range that we just made.
I know, man. I know. ESZ5. Intraday. Let me put this up so it's a little bit cleaner. That looks like it's more than a 618, which means it's strong. So from high to low. 786 with their 786.
Yep.
So that's saying it's strong, but what's so cool for intraday trading is that we have a high volume swing low. It's like, okay, man, it can go right back there.
And it looks like it is.
You get a second?
Right? Seriously.
Seriously. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Growling Problem with you. Dow right now is up $1.24. Nasdaq's up 29. S&Ps are up 12. If you like the program, folks, please tell 3 people. Really appreciate it. Thanks, man. Love you. Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.